What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for more common sense, logical reasoning. I'll keep putting out as much of it as I can. And from time to time, I always ask, if you like what you're hearing, that you consider subscribing to the channel and selecting the bell so that you can get all the notifications for all the common sense, logic, and reason that I put out. But unless you have been living under a rock somewhere, and hell, even if you've been living under a rock, then you are aware of this commercial that was put out by Gillette, and basically just more of an attack upon masculinity, more of an attack upon men that we see happening in this political correct society. And according to Gillette, basically it's the same thing with the toxic masculinity, just nonsense that masculinity is bad for society, which is totally idiotic, because as I've said before, if masculinity was so bad, society would have been in ruins and destroyed, but it's not. And it's men who are the ones who pretty much built the majority of society. So that doesn't make any sense at all. But it amazes me how the political correctness and the left can put out all this political correct anti-man rhetoric, but as soon as somebody says something that's politically incorrect, they get attacked. That liberal machine goes to work attacking people's funding, censoring, banning people, shadow banning, basically anything they can to try to silence people. That's what the leftists do. When they can't debate, they silence. Well, why is it that they do this? And companies, if you have sponsors, they'll immediately remove their funding from you. And even if there's no real threat, just the idea of the threat that the left is going to attack the company that's funding you, so they'll remove their funding from you quick. But again, why do they do this? Well, because they're active. The left they're active, and that's where the perception of danger comes, even if there is no reality to it. Meanwhile, the conservative, we on the right conservative, we're not active. You very rarely hear of conservatives threatening some type of organization's funding. Well, I got to go with Sotomayor here, and I got to give him big ups on this. He gave a list of companies that, and by the way, first off, Gillette, the parent company of Gillette is Procter & Gamble. Now, he gave a list of all the products that fall under Procter & Gamble and say that we should boycott these products. And you know what? I agree. It's about time the conservatives start standing up and fighting for what's right. Okay? Putting an end to political correctness. Because really, truly, if we start flexing our muscle and we start demanding change and we start boycotting, then a lot of these companies will see we really truly have more flexing power than the left. But we have to get active. So that's why I give big ups to Sotomayor on this. And I think we have to start boycotting. So I went over that list, and man, it's a lot of products out there. A lot of them that I use. And I can tell you this, until we get some type of retraction from Procter & Gamble, I would not be using any more of their products. And like I say, I'm not going to get rid of the stuff I have now. And I wouldn't suggest anyone else do it. If you have, say, Tide or Gain, which are all both Procter & Gamble products, or Ivory Soap, which is what I use in my household, I'm going to use it all, but I won't buy any more until we get some type of retraction, until masculinity is starting to be taken seriously. Because again, as I say, where would this society be without masculinity? You think that women are going to be in the front protecting? When if everything goes to hell, it ain't gonna be women out there trying to establish order. It's gonna be men. But I'm going to participate in this boycott. I'm going to boycott anything that I see that's Procter and Gamble until they give a retraction on this, because like I've said many times, political correctness has just gone way too far. I mean, it's just maddening how these people are offended by every damn thing under the sun. And you know what I'm saying? If this, I mean, they'll be upset and crying about the sun if they could. I mean, really. But anyway, I agree with Thomas Sotomayor here. We need a boycott, and men need to stand up, and especially MGTOW. If there's any group right now that should be standing up to political correctness, it should be MGTOW. That's why I always say MGTOW, they shouldn't be going their own way. Going their own way is not going to solve the problem. Okay, standing up and fighting for rights will. Fighting for rights for men and family courts is going to get rights for men and family courts, not going your own way. But anyway, I agree with this boycott, and Procter and Gamble won't be getting the dime from my pocket, from my wallet, until we see change, bro. But anyway, y'all, and as always, until next time.